English core, code number 301, class 12, 21-22, which means in March 22 examination. The question paper is divided into two sections. Part A, 40 marks, that is fully MCQs. Now let us check the detailed question pattern for the year 2021 for class 12 English core. First question, reading comprehension. Reading comprehension is for 20 marks. There are two articles. There are two reading passages that you have to answer. Multiple choice questions based on one unseen passage to assess comprehension, interpretation, and inference. Vocabulary and inference of meaning will also be assessed. The passage may be factual, descriptive, or literary. 10 out of 11 questions to be done for 10 marks. So total 11 questions can be asked. You have to answer 10. So 10 MCQs questions. That is the first reading comprehension passage. Second one, multiple choice questions, MCQs. Again MCQs based on one unseen case-based factual passage. The second passage is case-based. It is factual passages, verbal or visual inputs like statistical data, charts, newspaper report, etc. can be given. You have to analyze the data or the chart. Then you have to come to a conclusion of the MCQ. 10 out of 11 questions to be done. 10 marks. Here also you will be asked 11 questions and you have to answer 10. So first passage and the second passage carries 10 marks each. So that is the 20 marks for reading comprehension. Then literature section, 20 marks MCQs. Let us check. Multiple choice questions based on, here again, multiple choice questions MCQs based on two prose extract. First two prose extract, one each from the books Flamingo and Vistas, to assess comprehension and appreciation. Refer to the lines to answer questions based on the given extract. Any 2 out of 3 extract to be done. So you will be asked 3 extracts and you have to answer any 2. 4 marks each, means 8 marks. So here 3 questions will be asked and you have to answer any 2. It is prose based extract. Fourth question, multiple choice questions MCQs based on a poetry extract from the book Flamingo to assess comprehension, analysis, and inference. Refer to the lines to answer questions based on the given extract. Any 1 out of 2 extracts. Here also you will be given 2 poetry extracts. You have to answer any 1 out of that 2 passages and it carries 4 marks. That is the second literature question. And the next question, the fifth one is multiple choice questions. Again MCQ to assess comprehension, analysis, inference and interpretation from the books Flamingo and Vistas. 8 out of 10 questions to be answered. 10 questions will be asked based on these 2 texts, Flamingo and Vistas. You have to answer any 8. Here also 2 extra questions will be given. Now part second, Part B, subjective questions. Subjective here means descriptive. You have to write your own answers. It is for 40 marks. Writing section, 16 marks. General writing section. First question, short writing task like a notice, advertisement, poster up to 50 words. All these three items, notice, advertisement or poster up to 50 words. One out of two given questions to be answered. Two questions will be asked and you have to write any one. Then 3 marks questions, format 1 mark, content 1 mark, expression 1 mark. This is the distribution of marks. The 3 marks will be distributed for 1 for format, 1 for content and 1 for your expression, language clarity. Question number 2, short writing task. Again, short writing task, formal, informal, invitation and reply. This is another type of short writing task, formal or informal invitation or their replies. 50 words is the limitation. 1 out of 2. Here also you will be asked 2 questions and you have to write any one to be answered. Distribution of mark is like this. Format carries 1 mark, content 1 mark and expression 1 mark. This is the pattern of general writing, short writing task. 2 tasks will be there. Let us move. Question number 3. Letters based on verbal visual input. Some verbal or visual input may be given along with the questions to be answered in approximately 120-150 words. Short essay form. Letter types include application for a job, letters to the editor, giving suggestions or opinion on issues of public interest, business or official letters, for making queries, registering complaints, asking for and giving information, placing orders and sending replies. 1 out of 2. Here also it's a choice question. 1 you have to answer out of the 2 questions to be answered. 5 marks. The marks is distributed like format 1 mark, content 2 marks and expression 2 marks. So this is the long writing letter. So long writing session you have to write any one letter. So letter is a compulsory item for 2022. Then question number 4, article, debate, speech and report writing. All the 4 long writing sections are included in the coming year's English examination. Article is there, debate is there, speech is there, report writing. Descriptive and analytical in nature, based on verbal inputs to be answered in 120-150 words. 1 out of 2 given questions to be answered. So here also it's a choice question. You have to answer only 1 out of the 2 questions. Distribution of mark is like this. The total mark is 5. Format carries 1, content 2 and expression 2. So this is the writing section. 2 long answers for 5 marks is equal to 10 and 2 short writing skills, it's for 6 marks. Total is 16. So general writing is for 16 marks. Let's move. Now literature section, 24 marks. This is writing from literature session. Question 5. 5 short answer type questions out of 6. from prose and poetry from the book Flamingo. To be answered in 30 to 40 words, a short paragraph. You have to write a short paragraph. So, prose and poetry from the textbook Flamingo. Short answer type questions. Questions should elicit inferential responses through critical thinking. 5 into 2, 10 marks. Then question number 6, 2 short answer type questions out of 3. Here, 2 short answer type questions out of 3 from prose vistas. To be answered in 30-40 words. Questions should elicit inferential responses through critical thinking. 2 into 2, 4 marks. So, 2 marks questions you have to prepare very well, because it carries 14 marks from your textbooks Flamingo and Vistas. So both these questions are separately asked. 3 questions from prose Vistas and 6 questions from Flamingo. Out of that 6, 2 may be from poetry and 4 from prose. Now question number 7, 1 long answer type question from prose or poetry, Flamingo. Here you have to remember that question can be asked from poem also. Poetry section long questions can be asked for the coming year's board examination. To be answered in 120-150 words. The same length of article writing or long writing section. To assess global comprehension and extrapolation beyond the text. Extrapolation here means inferential meaning. Inferential meaning. That beyond the text, you have to interpret the poetry or prose question here. Questions to provide, evaluate and analytical responses using incidents, events, themes as reference points. As any incident or event is taken from your story or poem and you are asked to evaluate or analyze the situation, comprehend and extrapolate beyond the text. Any one out of 2 questions to be done. Here also you get a choice question, 2 out of 1 you have to answer. It is 5 mark question. The last question is 1 long answer type question based on the chapters from the book Vistas. To be answered in 120-150 words. To assess global comprehension and extrapolation beyond the text. Here also in the same manner you have to answer. Questions to provide evaluative and analytical responses using incidents, events, themes as reference points. When you go extrapolate, you have to refer the points or incidents happening in the story. Any 1 out of 2 questions to be answered. Here also a 5 mark question. This is the total number of questions you will be asked. 16 from general writing and 24 from literature. Total 40 marks. Then ASL. It is for 20 marks. ASL means listening skills. Listening skills is for 10 marks and speaking skills for 10 marks. Total 20 marks. This is the pattern of questions. Listening actually conducted for 20 marks and speaking conduct for 20 marks. Then it will be reduced to 10 and 10. That is 20. This is the English question for 2022. 100 marks. 20 is internal, that is in the form of ASL, and the rest of 80 marks is the written examination. Now let us check the prescribed textbooks. Flamingo. All the lessons from Flamingo is prescribed for 20, 21, 22 examination. Then Vistas. All lessons are included. All the deleted portions are included for 2022 batch. Don't forget it. Now let us check the question. Question paper design 21-22. This is the CBSE Circular. English Core 12th code number 301. Reading comprehension, conceptual understanding, decoding, analyzing, inferring, interpreting, appreciating, literary conventions and vocabulary, summarizing and using appropriate formats. This is 20 marks. 25% of questions are from reading comprehension, general reading comprehension, or we see unseen passage. So you have to practice a lot of unseen passages. Then creative writing skills, conceptual understanding, application of rules, analysis, reasoning, appropriacy of style and tone, using appropriate format and fluency, inference, analysis, evaluation, and creativity. These are the competencies you have to develop through writing skills. Writing skills is for 16 marks, which means 20% of the questions are to check your creative writing skills. Then literature, textbooks and supplementary reading text. The competencies checked are recalling, reasoning, appreciating, literary convention, inference, analysis, creativity with fluency. It is for 44 marks, which means 55% of the questions based on your literature textbook. 44 marks. Total 80 marks. So, assessment of listening and speaking skills is for 20 marks and the grand total is 100 marks. If any changes occurs, I will bring a new video, and if you subscribe, you will get the notification. Thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to share with your friends.